Baby's family. Tucked in the cradle, the baby looked up at his family and cute little pup. Smiling at Daddy, the baby said, "Daddy, I love you." Smiling back, Daddy said, "I love you too." With twinkling eyes, he looked at Mom and said, "Mommy, I love you." Mommy kissed his head and said, "I love you too." Looking at his sister, the baby said, "Sister, I love you." His sister giggled and said, "I love you too." Grandpa chuckled and the baby said, "Grandpa, I love you." Grandpa tickled his tummy and said, "I love you too." Baby looked at Grandma and he said, "Grandma, I love you." Swaddling him, Grandma said, "I love you too." Baby looked at the cute little pup and said, "Doggy, I love you." Looking at the baby, the doggy said, "Woof, woof." Good night, Sky. The bedtime has come. Sleep time has come. Come, my dear Nick, let's go to sleep. But first, I want to say goodnight to the stars. Okay then, let's do that together. Good night, dear Sky. Good night, dear Nick. Good night, dear stars. Good night, dear Nick. Good night, dear moon. Good night, dear Nick. Good night, my dear Nick. Now let's go to sleep. Good night, dear Mommy. A princess for a day. Cindy woke up one day only to discover she was a princess. "Oh my," she said, looking around her royal bedroom. Cindy leapt out of her royal bed and called for the Queen loudly. "Mom! Mom, now I'm a princess. What should I do all day?" she asked the Queen. "Well, princesses usually start their day gracefully." Cindy raced out of her royal bedroom and attempted some ballet on the royal rug. "Coming through!" Crash! Princesses are usually gallant and brave, but Cindy wasn't listening. She had spotted a spider in the corner. Ugh! Princesses also have lots of royal business to attend to, said the Queen, smiling. "That must be what the royal play park is for," Cindy yelled, racing off. By the end of the day, Princess Cindy was royally worn out. "I'll just take a royal 40 winks," she yawned. Being a princess is fun, but perhaps I'll wake up as a regular girl again. After all, being a royal princess was mighty hard work. The hot air balloon. Nick has a magical hot air balloon. Whenever he is finding it hard to get to sleep, Nick goes for a ride in his magic hot air balloon. He climbs into the little basket and he unties the ropes one at a time. The balloon lifts slowly until he unties the last one. Then Nick and his balloon are up, up, and away. As he gets higher, the world below gets smaller and smaller. The houses look like mini matchboxes. The people look like tiny termites. The cars look like little ladybirds. Bah, bah, says a passing cloud that looks like a floating sheep. Then there's another and another. Bah, 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 bah. One sheep, two sheep, three sheep, four sheep. As Nick counts the leaping cloud sheep, he starts to feel like he's ready to sleep. Nick's magic balloon has done the trick. And as he sleeps soundly, it slowly, slowly floats back down and leaves him tucked safely in bed. Zola's trip into space. Zola woke up one day to find that she was somewhere very strange. She definitely wasn't in her bedroom. Instead of being snuggled under her polka dot blanket, she was captain of a huge polka dot spaceship. She zoomed around, dodging the twinkling stars. They glow like the shapes hanging from my bedroom ceiling. She saw the sun from a distance. It has a smiley face, like my bedside lamp. She floated along on Saturn's colorful rings. It looks just like it does in my bedroom poster. Then Zola saw something very special. Planet Earth with its big blue oceans. It's even more beautiful than the globe on my bedroom desk. Suddenly, the radar was beeping. A huge, fluffy object was heading straight for the ship. Oh, Fluffy! Zola awoke with a start. No wonder she had been dreaming of Fluff. In fact, everything in her bedroom looked very familiar indeed.